Hey, welcome back to Squarebody Stuff. That's Zeus. He's going to help me on the walk around because I have failed to introduce you guys properly to my favoriteest square body in the whole world. Buddy. I love this truck. I think you guys will like him too. I'll give you a quick walk around of him. Yeah, I don't know. A little lost for words on what to really say about him because he's been a lot to me. So I hope you guys can understand and, you know, the affection I have for this truck. There'll be plenty of stories about this truck on down the road. So I'll give you a quick walk around. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm just going to use my camera phone because that's all I got. I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on these videos when I got like 2 people watching it. Not really. I got quite a few of you and I appreciate it. So if you would, the rest of y'all, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Squarebody Stuff. I'm on Instagram too, but I don't do much with it still yet. Not really technologically savvy on a lot of this stuff. My wife's trying to show me how to use it, and it just gets confusing. So anyways, back to the truck, the stuff you're here to watch. I'm going to give you a quick walk around of Buddy. And he's not much, but he's mine. He's been mine. He'll always be mine until I die. Everybody meet Buddy. Buddy's a 1984 K30 crew cab, which in that all explains that he's a crew cab 4-wheel drive 1-ton. But it's nice to say all those fancy words in there. He's got a 454, 4-speed, and 37-inch military tires, duals on the back. Currently he has 373 gears, and you're going to say, oh, those are some really high gears. Well, at one time that's what I built him for, is to run on the highway with the standard size tires on him, the 235 85 16s, and about all I hauled with him at that time, as far as a considerable load, was I'd haul firewood a lot. So I set him up with a little higher gears. He's got plenty of torque with that motor. I built it 10 years ago, I think, something like that. So I didn't need real low gears for pulling power at the time, so I set him at 373s. Well, now he's got 373s with 37-inch tall tires, which that pretty much gets him to like 273s on a regular half-ton pickup. He's really high geared, but still pulls okay. I don't pull a trailer with him. Really, Buddy hasn't been doing much work the last 3 years since I got my Duramax. I hate to admit that, but that's the truth. He's been just kind of a farm truck the last few years and sits in the barn a lot. But I got him licensed and legal and everything yesterday, so I can take him back on the road just playing around, just driving around. I hate seeing him sit. So, but it's got the Dana 70 with the power lock rear end. So all 4 tires on the back pull. Headache rack I built several years ago for a different bed, and I made it fit this bed. Right now it's just got a, and always has had since I got it, the Dana 44 out of 3/4 ton, which I never had any problem with it till the last time I tried to actually use the truck to pull out a little bitty tree in my yard, and ended up trashing all the spider gears in it. So right now this This front end is just basically to hold the front end up and steer the tires. But I do have a Dana 60 out in my parts yard that's going to be going in them. I'm thinking I've also got a later model. I have 2000 something or late 90 something model 1 ton. I've got a rear end with disc brakes I'm going to be putting in him. Also got a NV 4500 sitting in the shop that I'm going to plan on trying to put in him. Bumper I built a long time ago, never finished it, never painted it. I want to redo, like to redo these hoops. Right now it's kind of cocked back. I bumped into something and cocked it back. It's usually not angled like that. It's usually even with the park lights. But it does have a neat little cubby hole in here. Boop. Goes clear back up in there underneath the radiator. Kind of neat. I've pushed and pulled and done a lot with that bumper. Let's see. I think it's about a 4-inch lift. I don't know. The springs were off of another truck I had years ago, and they ride soft, so I replaced them. Replaced the heavy, really heavy log wagon springs I had on the front of it back when I first got it. Rear springs, kind of beefy. I put double overloads and airbags. Right now the airbags are pretty well empty. I have to have them empty to be able to get the truck in the shop because I got a really low shop. Actually, he done that. Ripped my awning up because he got just barely hung enough, and there's nothing I could do, but I didn't have anybody here to help me push up, pry down, whatever, so I just sent it, ripped my awning up. It needs to be replaced anyways. Stainless steel emblems, I made those. Fab shop I used to work at years ago. Mufflers, those are my mufflers that I build. I've designed and built. I need to figure out somewhere to have them more cut out so I can build more for myself. There's a quick walk around on the outside. Crappy fiberglass head scoop because it has a big ass hole in the hood it's had since I got it. When I first got it, it had one of the big rectangle squarish looking snorkel scoops that just the air would grab it and take that hood and just flop it around. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but that hood is pretty well warped and bent beyond any repair. It's split in the middle, which is somewhat typical for these trucks. I've got decent grill, which I just put this grill in a few weeks ago. The proper 83, 84 grill. Because when I got him 16 years ago, he had an 82, 81, 82 grill in it, and I hate those grills. No offense to anybody that does like them. Everybody's got their own flavors, but I don't like that flavor of grill. So 16 years went by. I finally found a grill and put it in there to where the way he's supposed to be on the front end. So there's a quick walk around to the outside. I'll show you the inside. There's not much. It's pretty rough. Dash is cracked. Cheapy aftermarket gauges stuffed in there. Speedometer don't work. Fuel gauge does work. I do have a vacuum gauge. I like to keep an eye on my vacuum for tuning and just kind of, the more vacuum you're pulling while you're going down the road, the more efficient you're running, more fuel mileage. Kind of back when I was driving them on the road quite a bit. Tachometer, headliner, sliding back glass, pretty torn up seat. This seat has been it was in 2 other trucks before I put them in him. In the back, it's dirty. This stuff that's in the floorboard's been sitting there for 3 or 4 years. I need to clean him out. He's got a considerable amount of rust on him now. When I got him 16 years ago, I keep saying that, getting a little redundant on the 16-year thing, but he didn't have any rust on him except for maybe a quarter-size spot on this rocker panel, if I remember right, is in this area. That's the only rust he had on him when I got him. Now he's pretty rough. Got a lot of Bondo in this door. I've got another cab that I may replace it with. I may just fix this one. I don't know. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. Let's see if I can... Let me pop the hood. Alright. See how bad this hood is forked up? There we go. And a big old hole in the hood, which it does need it to clear my air cleaner. It sticks up through the hood a little bit. That's a air cleaner that I've fabbed up, shoot, probably close to 20 years ago. It's got a K&N filter in it. So I run Hollies mostly. It's a 468 big block, cheapy eBay aluminum intake, headers, comp 268 HE cam, about 9-to-1 compression, 9.5-to-1 compression. Nothing real fancy. I've done quite a bit of work on the heads myself, and a lot of work on the block just to help flow, and the tops of the cylinders to help the valve or the airflow through the valves. Hydro boost brakes, of course it's 1 ton, it's what it's supposed to have. Nothing fancy, no air conditioning. It was originally AC, but it's gone. Electric fans, have no idea what they're off of. But they're just hooked up to toggle switch right now. They always have been. I've got the thermal switch to actually put in the intake to hook it up before it comes on automatically. Because there's been several times I've run this thing really hot and didn't realize it because I forgot to flip my switch on. And yes, it's got a external starter relay. Had it when I got it. I just left it on there. Actually, I replaced it. I don't have any problems with it, other than every once in a while I'll bump a wrench on it, make sparks, and pee myself a little bit, but that's all the fun of it. I do plan on pulling this motor out, resealing it. It's starting to seep a little bit here and there, and maybe put a little different cam in it, freshen it up just a hair. I pretty much got everything to do that sitting in the shop, just don't have time. I hope you guys enjoyed the walk around the buddy. I know they'll get a little long-winded and say a bunch of crap that really means nothing. All you guys care about the trucks, but I've got stories and stories about this truck. I've got making new stories about the other trucks I've got. But that's what these trucks are about, the stories. The last truck, the truck show I went to up in Wisconsin is about stories, sharing stories about your trucks. Everybody loves it. Hope everybody likes Buddy. Stretch my arm out. Look at that. He's a sexy beast. Anyway, stay tuned. I got a lot I'm going to do to this truck throughout the years. Hopefully there'll be years on down the road I'm still making these videos. Who knows. But if you guys would help out with that and like, share, subscribe, post some comments, let me know what you think of my stuff. If there's anything you want me to be doing, do you want me to be more entertaining? I don't really want to wear shorty shorts and cut off t-shirts in front of you guys, but you know, if that helps, I might be able to work that in. My wife won't be too proud of that. But there's a lot of things I do she's not too proud of. Everybody say goodbye to Buddy for now. You'll see more of him later on. And until next time, you keep those square bodies rolling. It doesn't matter if you've got a $30,000 restored square body, drive it. Or if you've got an old rusted out piece of junk that means a lot to you, drive it. I still feel bad about leaving this truck. Pretty much not driving it for the last 4 years, 3 years. So that's done with now. I'm going to drive him a lot. Actually, my wife told me I need to get him going so I could drive him. She could drive Cream Puff. So anyway, talk to you later.